old guitar. Got a fine cigar. Slow down a bit, get a lit, and let the blues lay where they are. 'Cause the blues some days, they won't let go. They won't let go. But it's Saturday, we're at the shop today. Let's celebrate, light up an anime, raise a toast, watch the blues go up in smoke. Watch the blues go up in smoke.
What's up, Pops?
What's up, kid?
It's Saturday,
And we're at the shop.
we're at the show right now.
We are at the show. We're having a hell of a car show today.
Saturday at the shop. Let's go. Hit them with some headlines.
Fingers crossed we can keep it cold this summer. Cavalier LE 2024 pre-sale now. Live. Learn the 5 stages.
Senses.
Learn the 5 senses of cigar smoking. That's compelling.
When you read it, get the other one.
Our best week for cigar arrivals yet.
Yet this year, for sure.
Yet so far this week?
Far this week.
Yeah.
All right, what's happening?
Not much. What's up with you, kid?
We're just chilling. We got Junior Soul Train in the building.
We do have Junior Soul Train in the building. By the way, if you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago.
Yeah! Woo! Go Bears!
Says one person.
Says one person. Go Bears.
2 people.
So if you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, let us know, and we will say good morning to you in your native tongue.
And if you're in the building, hop on that Facebook stream and hit that share and then hop off.
Why?
Because I want to piggyback. I want to whore out the guys who are actually here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we just take a second to talk about this shirt real quick?
We can
before
do
get into
whatever
it?
you want.
Look at this, man.
It's cigar time.
It's cigar time. And if you get this reference, we can be friends.
Exactly. And you know what? That gives us reminds me of a great point. This is from what movie?
Like I said, if anyone doesn't get it, we can't be friends. But if you don't know it's coming to America, then there's
it's coming to America.
No, it isn't. It's Trading Places.
It's Trading Places. So what we are going to do is we are going to fire back up Old School Movie Night. We did the Axel Foley movie in the Atabay Lounge. It was packed. We had a blast watching the movies. So we're going to go back to Old School Movie Night, something we did for the first few years we were open. We're going to do it since there is no real sports on right now.
Yeah.
We are going to watch old school movies. And last night, I was having a conversation with somebody about one of your favorite movies, Strange Wilderness. We have to watch Strange Wilderness.
I could not agree more. Strange Wilderness is the one.
It is classic.
That is really, really good. And then when we do Trading Places, you can go and get this Cigar Time shirt on industrialcigars.com. Just type in up on top Cigar Time.
Yeah.
And then if you get one of these and come to when we show Trading Places, then you should get a free cigar.
Touchdown.
That sounds good, right?
Yeah.
That sounds good. Okay. I didn't anticipate us starting with that.
Kayla's in the house. Ruben's in the house. We got a lot of people.
Ruben, that's Gold Leaf.
Sweet. Love to have those guys. You need to get your ass out of San Antonio. Come up here where it's cool.
It's
beautiful today.
Good right
Thank
now.
God for
it's good
cold
right
fronts.
now. Cold fronts. Speaking of cold fronts, cold summer. Let's talk about this.
Slid right in.
First Friday, our first ever. Can you believe it? It's our first Definition Cigars event.
Yeah.
Right?
Isn't that crazy? Maybe it's just because Jamon Hackley is also a member here, and we see him all the time, and every time he's here, it's an event.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Definition Cigars, one of our best-selling lines, and one of the best-selling cigars within the line was called
Cold Summer.
Cold Summer.
And what's going to happen with that cigar?
He's making it just for us.
It's even going to wear our own little label, it's a little co-branded label that's going to be on there. But you don't know about this.
I don't.
We sat for a couple hours last week, and we brainstormed how are we going to make this First Friday extremely cool.
Besides,
So
That's my birthday.
he's coming out
Yeah.
with a new cigar for PCA for the trade show next year, right? But he wants you to be a part of the blending committee. So you will have an opportunity.
Do we raise our hand now?
No, you
Okay.
buy 2 boxes at the event and then you're on it.
Seems easy.
It's very easy. So you will actually be a part of the blending selection process, help name it. And then they use the little GIMP trim bands.
Yeah.
You'll be able to color it and be a part of the whole thing. So you're going to be a part of the actual release for 2025.
You're going to be part of creating it.
Your DNA will be on that cigar.
Sweet.
How cool is that?
I love that.
So that's first Friday, Cold Summer. We'll release the Cold Summer ICC exclusive now. And then you will have a chance to be, and this isn't like a drawing. This is, if we need to make this multiple days because people really want in, we'll make it multiple days like the testing committee.
Yeah.
If you want to help select the next definition cigar, you can do it. Not like a raffle, you get to be a part of it. Straight up, you can be a part of it.
Now, is this going to be a blending event, or are we just trying different cigars that are done?
So what we'll be able to do is he has some different working blends. We'll all be able to smoke that, give feedback, and say, I think this is the right track, but we should do X, Y, Z with it. So when he goes back to the factory, he'll take your actual words, make that a part of what that blend is going to become, and then stamp it and call it good.
That is going to be.
It'll be far less complex because if you take someone and just try to blend with raw tobacco, it just doesn't.
It's tough.
Far too difficult.
And really, the biggest challenge with trying to blend in a traditional at the factory blending process, where you're smoking the individual leaves and then trying to bring it all together, you don't know how it's going to act when it's all come together and together.
Mm-hmm.
Magic that some of these master blenders have is not only what does it taste like at the time that they make it, but what is it going to taste like after it sits for a while?
100%.
Yeah.
Cigar 30 in the house. Good morning.
Yeah.
What is up? Look at that S2000 pulling in. Man, if those things weren't $60,000, I tell you what, I would get one of those. All right, so check this out.
Wow.
Speaking of Bad Words podcast, which needs to come back, we got a little UFO here coming in.
I love it.
And so we can smoke anything here now.
Yeah.
With this little UFO.
Yeah. I love it.
That is out of this world. Thank you, Evan, for being here.
That is out of this world.
Don't drink that. That has liquor in it.
All right. Why don't you drink it and see how it goes?
Gladly. So this is JB's newest creation.
Okay.
It's Cuban coffee with Disaronno and a little bit of chocolate bourbon cream. It is,
Sit down and stay down.
and it actually works smoked. It works smoked with a little.
Well, that
cinnamon in
foam
there.
has to hold that smoke in there better than just even a traditional old fashioned or something.
This drink is an issue. You want to try that? Sip, sip, pass, she says. All right. Pass the Dutchie on the right-hand side. All right. Let's watch Begley get all jacked up here. No, you just take it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have a live
Nothing
show
like a
of Begley
Chicago-
being drunk
Nothing-
after this.
Nothing like a drunk broad from Chicago on Saturday morning.
Yeah,
Great.
all jacked up on
Yeah.
Cuban coffee on top of it. This is going to be great. All right, so let's talk a little bit about cigars.
Let's do. You said it was a big week. It's a huge week. Now, one of them you might want to talk about before we get into this, which is one that you guys are releasing the pre-order to everybody. Now, as a benefit of membership, you get first right of refusal.
Yep.
So we did that, but what's happening?
The Cavalier, highly anticipated LE 2024 coming in. Pre-sale is now live. Now, for those of you who have not had that cigar before, let me just give you a brief history of this.
Yeah.
In 2019, we had a cigar that had some undisclosed tobacco in it. It was remarkable. And from that point, even maybe 2018, every year we're selling 100 plus boxes.
Yeah.
And we are actually buying boxes from other retailers
Yes.
to come here so we can sell those boxes that have already been sold.
Yeah.
It is that good. It is that beautiful. It is that consistent. And every year it's getting better and better.
Every year it gets better. Now it's in Sebastian's factory. Absolutely incredible.
Absolutely. I can't wait. So it is it's a little double perfecto.
Yep.
They will be shipping here at the end of this month, maybe beginning of next month in August, and then we'll be getting those out. If you want a full box, choose quantity 10 on the pre-sale. We will get more boxes than other retailers, but still extremely limited. And as you will be able to see, we have no Ellie's in the Humidor right now because they've been sold out for about a year.
Yeah. Oh
But
no,
last year's was
so good. And here's what's not going to happen. This year I am not going to miss it. I'm taking the first 4 boxes out of the box that ships in, just letting everybody know. I'm nice and I wait for everybody to get theirs, and it never works out well for me.
Well, last year you did the same thing, and I forgot to turn off the order link, so we sold
I had to
your
give them
boxes.
back. Yeah, thanks.
So
Thanks, kid.
They're just that damn good. Ellie's are coming in here soon. Make sure you get them. And even if you want to blindly get them and you don't smoke them, if you don't dig them, then just give them back to us.
Give them back, because we will not have a problem selling them.
They're incredible.
No.
And now that Cavalier has their own factory and they're processing their own tobacco, everything is just smoother, more flavorful, and just more beautiful than ever before.
And this is a unique shape. Now, you said it's a perfecto, but what is that marble head called? That's like on the crux.
The Salomon?
No, on the
Like the
marble
Nympha?
head. The marble head.
It's the Bellicoso 109.
109. It's kind of a rounded marble head on both ends, tapered. It's a 5.5 inch by, I think, 52 ring gauge. It's gonna be so good.
Sean
I can't
O'Connor
wait.
coming in with just some kind words. Sean O'Connor, what a sweetheart of a guy that is.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Marty Upton. Marty Upton's outside. He's been outside this whole time, and he hasn't stopped in once.
So he's probably helping Frank recharge the battery on his Tesla.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Speaking of, I do want to drive that Cybertruck, but I digress. Cigars this week that landed quickly. Let's run through them because there are a lot. I don't want to bore anyone.
Toro back in the house.
Platino Churchill with some age.
Ridiculously good. Drew Estate Liga 9. For those of you that chase at the stop, you can stop right now. They're all in the house.
Liga's back in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Katie cigar is no joke. Not only did we sell an unbelievable amount of them on the release, but this cigar, people are coming back to it constantly. This is now like our top 3 selling cigar.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It's first off, the product is fantastic. It is just so approachable. It's so vibrant, especially for the summer. I noticed my palate's kind of backing off.
Yeah.
It's just nice. It's inviting. You can give it to anyone. And it's got this super creative shape with the cañon that has some cooling technology engineered into it, which is a weird thing to say about a cigar.
It is.
It's the bomb, baby. We've got to think of something. There's something there. There's something there.
This one is affectionately known as the AJ1, otherwise known as Foreign Affair. We have our good friend here, AJ, wants to actually have Frank's baby. I think that's how that's all going to go down. But no, Foreign Affairs are back in stock. All the sizes are back in. A couple of newer lines. One is EPC.
I am so excited about this line.
So
right here.
you might want to talk about this because I think you even know a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this is the EP Carrillo. This is their new Essence series. EP Carrillo, the way I put it is they make race cars for race car drivers, but not all of us are race car drivers. And the Essence series is their everyday. It's like their accomplice line. Look at it that way. There's a Sumatra and a Maduro. Both are vibrant. They're right in the ICC palette.
But it's not the hammer you on the outside of your palate type of strength. It's very, very smooth.
Not super complex. Just something if you want a good cigar. The
great outside
is
cigar.
Killer.
Great outside cigar.
You're right. It would be a fantastic golf course. Great patio cigar, and it's a good one to keep in your humidor when your friends come over, smoke it. Give it, and you're not burning a bunch of money on someone that's going to take 2 draws and throw it away. Then you have to kill them. But what you'll be able to do is, even if you run out, you can still smoke it. You'll enjoy it.
Yep.
So yeah, Essence series, those are in. These things are really good. These things are really good.
They're in the house. As you guys know, a couple weeks ago, we brought back Romacraft from when we originally opened. We had Romacraft, which was it had a tendency to lean on the fuller side of things. Nate picked out an assortment that's more down the middle, more of the Aquitaine and some of those. Although the Cro-Magnon is now using Pennsylvania broadleaf. It was using some Connecticut broadleaf. They switched back to Pennsylvania broadleaf. But they have 2 cigars that are very limited and really what a lot of people are chasing, and that is the Cro-Mag Sabertooth. And,
Little barber pole.
and they have this little barber pole. This is the EMH Clovis.
What I love about that is it's easy to say, easy to remember, and easy to know what the hell they're saying. So for that, I commend you for just not calling it, a Robusto.
Yeah.
You would hate to say that. But if anyone wants the EMH, ICK, GTS, Sabertooth, whatever that is.
We got it.
We got it.
We got it.
Tell your friends.
And the annual release from
Another.
Crown Heads.
Oh, you know why this is happening? Because there's no trade show in July.
Yes. Normally, we are at the trade show roasting in Las Vegas this time of year for product that's going to show up in November. The show this year was in March, and a lot of the product is now starting to show up. The Las Calaveras from Crown Heads this year was manufactured at the My Father factory. I smoked it last night. They were fresh off the truck. It was a little bitter for me at the very tail end, but that is just an acclimation issue.
Mm-hmm.
Cigars need to acclimate to your environment. So, but this cigar, it's typical Crown Heads. Get it?
That was really good.
Evan's here, so I had to do that.
Not one person in this room is paying attention to you, but I tell you what, that was good.
Thank you.
That was very
I should
good.
drop the mic and leave right now. But
Good idea.
I know it. This cigar is the Las Calaveras is in. There's 3 of them, but wait, there's more. In 2 weeks, this is the 10th year of the Las Calaveras, an annual release, about 2,500 boxes. There is going to be a 10th anniversary Las Calaveras that comes in a 10-count box. Very much you got to buy so many in order just to get a couple of boxes.
This was the cool one that you sent.
Those will
That's
be
got
in
the papel picado, like the Day of the Dead style.
Skeleton.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skeletor, I think is what they call it.
That's a really well packaged box if that's how it comes.
Yeah, that is. That's the box, and they will be here in 2 weeks. Now we're not a ton of boxes.
Maybe blue Ferrari. I don't get that one. I don't get that one. I mean, it is. Is that what that is, or is that like a Lotus or something?
I don't know.
All right. Well, it looked like it was that new SF90 or whatever.
Oh, I think it was.
Is that what that was? Sorry to interrupt. There are cars out here, and that color's the color I want for my car. That British racing green with the yellow calipers. That's what I want.
Yeah. Look, your car
On the Alpha, even though I like the burgundy that's on there now, that British racing green.
It's fit. I'll talk louder.
I wonder if you're dead.
Yeah, I'm not feeling anything.
All right.
Calavera, and then on the actual box itself, it's got that papel picado, like the style of the paper roll, kind of it's stunning. I saw it.
Well, are we doing the whole show in Spanish, or what the hell are we doing?
Ale did shoot down the Cigars 101 in Spanish.
She did?
Immediately.
Oh, that's too
Yeah.
bad. That's too bad.
She had a good point, though. She's like, ladies' night was so cool. Let's just put the effort in the ladies' night.
Ladies' night was great, wasn't it?
It was fun.
Yeah,
That was super cool.
yeah. I taught her to look at her humidor, and that was not good. It didn't work out very well.
We might need to resurface a 101 on humidification on that site. That might
Let's do
actually be
that.
Good resurface content.
Let's do that.
No new placentia. Right?
Oh, you know what? We talked about it last week. The Natural, the one that uses all the organic tobacco, more medium profile. Yes, it's more in the medium, very medium profile for Placencia. It kind of fits where like a Crux Epicure or some of those are in that lane.
Yeah, I agree. Very round. That thing has no bite to it at all.
No, not at all.
Right down the center.
Not at all.
Aggressively medium.
Now, one of the cigar that I'm smoking is the tribute to my mom. This is the 4444.
And you only got one of them.
And I have one of them in my hand. This is the second one I've smoked so far. But our friend Luciano made sure that we were able to get the remaining cigars that were at the factory. So I'm okay if you're okay if we want to
not sell them.
Not sell them. Okay, we're not going to sell.
Is that what you were gonna say?
No, I was going to say sell them.
Oh, sell them.
Yeah.
All right.
Because we have exposed that cigar to a few people that are like losing their mind.
What do you mean we?
Yeah, well, not you.
I haven't told anybody about that cigar.
Look at your Pops is in.
Yeah, you see that?
That's nice.
Yeah, Matthew Levitt coming in. Pops, baby. What's happening? What's happening? All right. Brian Hitch is in. What is going on? I do want to ask you from a, I guess we'll do it kind of interviewee style. I do want to ask you mid-year check-in.
Mhm.
What has been killing it? What's on your radar? What can't you walk past in the Humidor right
Man, I have a Genesis problem. I have a definition cigar Genesis problem. And apparently a lot of other people do, because that is our single best-selling cigar in the Humidor. We have sold more. Now, keep in mind, we sell a lot of Padron. Padron's a great cigar, by the way. Wouldn't be on our floor if it wasn't. But we have sold more Genesis Robustos this calendar year than the whole line of Padron put together, just to put it in perspective. It pushes all the right buttons for me. So that's been really good. But I have to admit, now I'm walking in the Humidor knowing that there's some new stuff in here.
I know.
And I'm like a ping pong ball. I'm really bouncing around. Last night I had a Bandolero Picaros. That cigar is,
That's a green band.
yes. The Bandolero line is one that I walk past, because when I go in the vault, I'm going to grab an out of it. And I wanted something a little bit more last night, and I had the Picaros, and holy cow, was it good. It was so good. What have you walked past and grabbed
I
recently?
like exactly what you're talking about, because last week was the Epicure, and then I hopped back to that Bull and Bear. So I'm rediscovering the Crux line.
Yeah.
I've now kind of run through the Crux line and rediscovered it. That Epicure Habano is a killer. It's a killer. It's the way that it starts somewhat intense, and then it just smooths out. It gets super round. It's just, once you get through an inch of that cigar, it turns into a completely different cigar. In 2 draws, it just changes.
Yeah.
That thing is a killer. But I would just say all the way through, the Crux line is one that I've walked past so many times, because you go, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. But then when you
it's
go
such
grab
a staple here. It's
Right.
been here since day one. We love the Hogans. It's just a line that is it's a quarter pounder with cheese. You know what it's going to taste like. It's going to be good. It's going to be consistent every single time.
every single time.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
Mhm.
What do you think is the most important sense when you're smoking a cigar? The obvious may just be the answer. Common sense.
Yeah.
That
Oh, not that one.
is not welcome here.
Just the fact that he's here. I'm just pulling off the stupidest dad jokes
You can see it.
in the
You're-
history.
You like,
This
you
telepathy.
teleported that right to him.
It hit me. I mean, it just
You know,
the most common, the most important sense.
for you, when it comes to your cigar experience, hinders on one sense. Which one is it?
Aroma. That the aroma, I want to pick that up, because that's what's going to get me the subtleties of the cigar versus the impact on my palate. What about you?
I agree with you, but I think it's very important not to overlook sight and how the cigar looks. And what I mean by that is, when you get to, let's say, an Atabey or a top end cigar, how perfectly chiseled, how it almost looks like somebody photoshopped the lines on it.
For sure.
And when you see it, and when you light it and you burn, and you're looking at the razor sharp lines of the ash line, just showing the perfection of the production, I think that gives us something we can feel, and not something we really think about. But I think as you light that cigar, if you have to touch it up and do that, that's fine. But when you don't, and every time you look at that cigar, it's just right there with you. The packaging matches the brand, everything.
Yeah.
I think that is an underlooked sense.
How many people buy cigars because it has a cool label. And then does a cool label tell you that this cigar is better than maybe it really is?
Probably. Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, I've smoked some cigars that have some really elegant labels on them, and it's just kind of like the cigar itself's not really doing anything for me. And so you kind of wish they would have put a little bit more emphasis on the tobacco, a little less emphasis on the pretty label. Although, as shoppers, what do we shop by?
My sight.
It's that
100%. We eat through sight as well. So,
Yeah.
no, it's really interesting, and there are certain things that you should think about when you're sitting on the patio. What is the sound? What is the environment? What are you taking in? And I think if you want to enjoy it, you don't have to think about it the whole time. But I think it's good to be present in the moment of smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
Where you can pay attention to, all right, what are the details that are happening, and let that, I think,
like you
add.
said, though, a good, clean, crisp label that draws your eye along with a great testing, well constructed cigar. That's you know that they put a lot of time and care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, Atabey is a beautiful label, and the cigar matches it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, Pops,
You want to
Cold
talk about
summer?
you want to talk about anything for lunch, or you want to talk about anything?
Yeah, how about that lunch special coming out this week? Starting Monday through Thursdays, noon to 3 o'clock, where we have a new lunch special with new items. So there are 3 new items that Georgie whipped up.
I heard you tested some stuff this week that were incredible.
Honestly, I will put up against restaurants in this area. No questions asked. There's a Thai chicken.
Okay.
That has, we don't want to call it a curry, but it's basically like this. It's kind of like the masaman at Best Thai. It's got this peanut base with sauteed peanut base with coconut milk and some cream and spices in there, sauteed vegetables in there on top of grilled chicken.
Okay.
On a bed of jasmine rice. Very nice. Very, very satisfying. There is a new teriyaki chicken bowl that's coming out.
I heard that was really good.
Then there's a chicken sandwich, which will have ciabatta bread, actually fresh baked ciabatta bread that will sit with chicken, a pesto, and a little bit of tomato sauce and mozzarella cheese on top of it.
Wow.
And not only that, we have a $12 lunch special. There'll be a half of a main and half of the small bites, and that will come out nice and light, $12. Keep it simple.
Yeah, you basically can't do anything for $12 anymore.
Honestly, I spent $90 at that place for a 2-year-old, a 7-year-old, and myself last night. $90, and I didn't walk out full.
Yeah. Brandon and I went up. Had a great salad right up the street at Salada. Beautiful place. Food's outstanding. $48 for 2 salads.
I mean, yeah. So you can get a $12 lunch. Pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Pretty good deal.
And the thing is,
right?
The beauty of it is our chef Georgie. He does everything from scratch.
Every sauce is made.
Every
in-house.
sauce, everything is from scratch.
Everything.
Yeah.
It is. There's a certain feel to the food because it really goes through it. And even today, Begley and I had the chicken sandwich before it was bruschetta, and it was good, but it was and didn't have that extra.
Yeah.
And he's so constructive that you can go, it's not there, and he'll think of, okay, well, then I'll do this. I'll use the oven to get the cherry tomatoes to all cook down. I'll put it in a pesto. And it's just, that's what he lives for. And it is, I mean, you get top quality chef food for $12 lunch at a cigar lounge. You can smoke a cigar, have an athletic beer so you can go back to work with no alcohol in your system.
Yeah.
And like, honestly, it's,
You guys hit the lottery.
we hit the lottery for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But based on how this all sounds, just as a pure, this is a side, but do we ever plan on making money?
no, but we're gonna make it up in volume. Yeah. No, it actually works out pretty good.
Good.
It's a good value. It's something we're not losing.
It's a great
our ass
value.
Off of. I think it's a win all the way through. That was a pretty fast truck there, wheeling
Drag
around the
racing truck.
Ford truck.
Yeah.
But that's everything I've got.
Last night, I watched somebody have the hazelnut mousse cream cake with the cookie crumble underneath it. it literally, they were kind of passing around, taking a bite. I've never seen a dessert actually paralyze people, but to watch people take a bite and it just stops them, and they're finishing that bite like, what is happening?
Really?
Yes.
That thing's good. It's got Swiss chocolate on the top of it.
Yeah. Oh my God, it is so good.
Yeah.
It is so good.
So yes, come in. We're here for you. We will we'll be hanging today. Also, our bar will be temporarily closed down from noon to 1 today as we have our team cross training in L10 for all hands meetings. So just a quick hour and then we'll be back at it. But that's it. Ross, what you got?
That's all I got. For everybody that came into us from a foreign country, good day, mates. And we will see you guys. Come on up. Weather's nice. What's your option? Stay at home, do the lawn? Who wants to do that?
No, we got you.
Yeah.
Love you. We
Come
out.
on in. See ya.
Peace.